morning, children. Hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Let's start with the last class, whatever equation I gave you. With those equations I gave you, and you relate that is it correct or not, which you have done, it is correct or not. So I gave you that iron, in this I gave the valency of iron as 2, and iron react with O2. So I asked you what is the compound which is formed. It will be FeO. I hope you know how to form the compound. Valency 2, you have cross multiplied and the compound become FeO. So it is iron oxide. If you want to write here, you will write iron 2. 2 means its valency was 2, and oxide. Why I am denoting 2 over here? Because iron is having 2 valencies. One is 2, another one is 3. So I took here 2. Then I told you that you will react those oxide with water. So you will take FeO plus water, and your answer will be no reaction, or FeO dot H2O. Exactly same you will copy down. No reaction. No reaction means whatever is there in the left hand side exactly will be there on the right hand side, because the question arises, why ma'am? Why iron oxide does not react with water? Because iron oxide is insoluble in water. It does not mixes. The word here plus sign is there, which shows that if it is mixes, then only a compound will form. So here it shows when iron oxide is being mixed with water, the word insolubility comes over here. It does not mix with water. It is insoluble in water. That is why we write no reaction, or you copy down the same which is there in the left hand side. Now let's see, children, what is the next part? The next one I gave sodium. Sodium plus oxygen will form, I told you the general formula is sodium oxide. We'll write sodium oxide. Sodium valency 1, oxygen valency 2. You will cross multiply. It will come Na2O. That is sodium oxide. So sodium oxide, you will write sodium oxide react with water. It will form sodium hydroxide. How? Sodium valency 1, hydroxide valency 1, cross multiply, 1 and 1 cancel, and you will get NaOH. So if I want to show you this, you can write like this, NaOH, which I already told you. OH is a radical, and OH is having valency 1. Sodium is having valency 1. You will cross multiply and it will become Na1. Put a bracket. 1 and 1 1 cancel. When 1 1 cancel, it can be written as NaOH. So when the number is not there, you can directly put here without the bracket. So the last one comes over here, that is copper, and the copper is, I gave you the valency as, I think I gave 1 to you or 2. Moreover, I'll take 1 only. If it was 2, I'll show the 2 also. Cu plus O2 will show you CuO. Copper oxide valency 1, oxygen 2, cross multiply, copper oxide Cu2O. Take this, Cu2O plus H2O, which is CuOH. Now copper, valency, if I have taken here valency 1, hydroxide valency 1, cross multiply, it will be CuOH. So it is copper hydroxide. Am I clear, children? I hope it is clear to everyone. Yes, I remember. I think I gave you copper 1 only because with this one valency, I explained you the electronic configuration. So better take 1, no need of going for copper 2. Because copper 2, again, the same part we will do. If you take copper 2, just still I'll give you copper 2 plus O2 will give you CuO. If it's valency 2, it's valency 2. Put a cross multiply, 2 cancel, CuO. It's CuO for valency 2 and for valency 1, it is Cu2 1. Just remember this only. The rest, it's fine. If you take Cu2O plus H2O and here I took the valency 1. So it is copper hydroxide. If I would have taken here valency 2 and hydroxide valency 1, then cross multiply, bracket because a number will be there and it will become CuOH whole twice. When I don't write anything over here, it is understood that it should be 1. I hope, children, now it is clear to everyone whatever we have done till now. The equations with oxygen, metals when react with oxygen, when it form metal oxide and it react with water, it form metal hydroxide. Now I will be doing one activity, children. That is, which I told you, the litmus paper test. And this activity is in page number 46. Activity page number 46. How to write the activity, that you should know. But just a general, I will tell you how to write the activity. First, steps to write the activity. I will send you through the assignments, which I'll be sending you. Through those assignments, an attachment I will send you, in which I will send you the steps also and how to write. Steps will be, the first step will be aim. The second will be materials required. Required, you will write full word required. Then procedure. If the procedure is with only one step, then it is only one line, otherwise stepwise 1, 2 and so on. Then you will write the observation, and then you will write the result, or another word we can say conclusion. With this, if diagram is there on the right hand side or on the left hand side, wherever the space is there, you will write or draw the diagram with proper labeled part. Proper labeling should be there. Am I clear, children? Aims, materials required, procedure, observation, result or conclusion, diagram with labeled diagram or through labeling you will show. Now, the thing which I am teaching you today, that is the aim. And what is the aim of this particular activity? This is activity 4.3. It is activity 4.3 of page number 46. Let's start. So children, our aim for this activity is to show that when rust dissolves in water, it is basic in nature. So here, what is rust? Rust is your metal oxide. That is Fe, iron, presence of oxygen also you will take directly, plus H2O. I told you When iron react with water, no reaction. When iron react with oxygen, it reacts. So your compound form Fe2O3. Here my iron valency is 3 and my oxygen valency is 2. This is the for rust. You have to take the valency of iron to be 3. Dot H2O. And this is only the rust. So I will take this rust and then I will start my activity to see that is it basic or not. To check it down, children, is it basic or acidic in nature or not? Which test we will do? The litmus paper test. Let's start. Children, you will take certain amount of rust and the color of rust is basically black or reddish brown color. Okay. And then you will dissolve some amount of water and make a suspension. Suspension means, the word suspension means that rust will not dissolve. It is not soluble in water. You can see the rust particles over there. That I already told you, when FeO you mix with water, it is insoluble in water. But it has formed a suspension. And that suspension we required to check it down. Is that suspension is basic in nature or acidic in nature? Let me recall you. For basic, the litmus paper should change from red to blue, and for acidic, the litmus paper should change from blue to red. So here I have to take both the litmus paper, red as well as blue. So I took both the litmus paper, one is red, another one is blue. And what I did, I dipped both the litmus paper half. In a half part, the litmus paper is there in the test tube and other half is outside the test tube. So the half which is touching this suspension, that will show you is the litmus paper changing the color or not. You will find the blue litmus paper remains blue. So it indicates us if the blue remains blue, means the suspension which you have made with the rust, that is rust plus water, that is particularly blue. If blue is there, means that particular suspension is not an acidic because blue remains blue. So let me check with the red. Is red is changing the color or is it also the same? We find that the red, the half litmus which you have dipped in the suspension which you have made, the color of the half which you have dipped, that color has been changed from red to blue. So when the color changed from red to blue, it gives an indication that it is basic in nature. So our aim was, children, to show that rust dissolved in water, is it basic or acidic? And our conclusion comes here, yes, the suspension which is being there in the test tube, it is basic in nature by the litmus paper test. So children, today we have done litmus paper test for metallic oxide or metal oxide which reacts with water, and that litmus paper test we have shown that when metals react with, or metal oxides react with water, they are basic in nature. And for the next class we will do another activity by taking another metal with any other nature which we have to see that is basic or acidic. Thank you children. Have a nice day. But don't worry, I will be sending you the entire activity with steps and diagram with an attachment. Write the activity in the classwork copy. I will be sending you your homework also which I discussed today so that you can check it down. What are the answers of the reaction? Is it matching with my answers or not? Thank you and have a nice day.